Hey everyone, welcome back to What If. Before we dive in, literally not into a shower this time, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next episode filled with wild, what if scenarios that will blow your mind. Now let's imagine this. You decide to skip your shower for one day, then two, and suddenly it's been an entire month. What happens to your body when you don't shower for 30 days straight? At first, you might not notice much. Your skin still feels okay, and maybe your hair just looks a little greasy. But beneath the surface, your body is already changing. Your skin produces natural oils called sebum. These protect and moisturize your skin. When you don't wash them off regularly, they start mixing with sweat and dead skin cells. Soon, this combination becomes the perfect buffet for bacteria. And those bacteria, they love dark, damp areas like your armpits, feet, and groin. After about a week, they'll start breaking down sweat into smelly acids, the source of body odor. Your once fresh scent will now, announce itself from a few meters away. Your pores can also start clogging up. Without cleaning, dirt and oil block hair follicles, leading to blackheads, acne, or even painful boils. If you've ever skipped a shower after a workout, imagine that, but multiplied by 30. But that's just the start. By the second week without a shower, your skin begins to transform, and not in a good way. The thin, invisible layer that usually protects you from germs starts breaking down. Tiny scratches or insect bites can now easily get infected because your body's first line of defense, clean skin, is gone. You might notice red, itchy patches, or even fungal growth in moist areas like between your toes or under your arms. Your scalp, on the other hand, becomes an oily battlefield. The buildup of sebum and dead skin creates the perfect home for malassezia, a yeast that causes dandruff. If you have longer hair, it might start sticking together in greasy clumps, trapping even more bacteria and dust from the air. At this point, your hair doesn't just look dirty. It is dirty, filled with microscopic organisms feeding on your sweat. As days pass, the smell becomes unbearable. It's not just your armpits. It's your entire body producing different types of odor depending on where bacteria thrive. Behind your ears, in your belly button, even under your fingernails, everywhere becomes a little ecosystem of its own. If you wear the same clothes during this time, things get worse. Your fabric absorbs sweat and oil, and every time you put it back on, it reintroduces bacteria to your skin. Your immune system works overtime trying to fight infections that could have been avoided with a 2-minute shower. But after a month, something even more shocking happens. After 30 days without showering, your body essentially becomes a living petri dish. Layers of sweat, sebum, dust, and dead skin cells mix together into a greasy film that traps heat and blocks pores. Your skin can no longer breathe properly, leading to clogged follicles, inflamed pimples, and in extreme cases, boils or abscesses filled with bacteria. The smell? It evolves into something far beyond ordinary body odor. The chemical reaction between your sweat and bacterial waste produces sulfur compounds, the same substances found in rotten eggs and decaying meat. People around you would smell it from several meters away, and even you'd start to sense the stench constantly because it seeps into your bedsheets, clothes, and even your pillow. Underneath this layer of grime, your body's natural microbiome, the balance of good and bad bacteria, becomes chaotic. Helpful microbes die off, and more aggressive strains like Staphylococcus aureus or Corynebacterium take over, causing rashes, itching, or even open sores. In moist regions such as armpits, groin, and between toes, fungi begin to thrive, forming flaky, white patches that burn and sting when you move. Your scalp starts itching constantly. Dead skin, oils, and environmental debris form thick crusts around hair roots, sometimes leading to hair loss or scalp infections. If you scratch your nails, now packed with germs, push bacteria deeper into the skin, possibly causing painful blisters or swelling. Meanwhile, your body odor attracts insects, flies, gnats, even mosquitoes, drawn by the chemical scent of decaying organic matter. At this point, even washing once won't immediately fix it. Your pores are so clogged and your bacterial balance so disturbed that your skin might take weeks to recover fully. By the second month, your body has entered a state of biological rebellion. The surface of your skin isn't just dirty. It's transforming into a miniature ecosystem of its own. Billions of bacteria and fungi are competing for space, feeding on sweat, sebum, and dead skin. You would begin to see greasy buildup turning into dark, sticky patches that feel almost waxy. In some areas, this layer thickens so much it cracks, releasing a sharp, sour smell similar to spoiled dairy. Your immune system, constantly exposed to pathogens, starts to weaken. Tiny cuts and scratches, things you wouldn't normally notice, can become infected. You might see red streaks under the skin, a sign that bacteria are spreading through the bloodstream. In severe cases, that could lead to a condition called cellulitis or even sepsis, a life-threatening infection that can spread through your entire body. Your feet, trapped in socks and shoes, become a humid breeding ground for fungi. The skin between your toes starts peeling away, nails darken, and the odor becomes unbearable. It's no longer just smelly feet, it's literal fungal decay. And your mouth, even if you brush, won't escape. Oils and bacteria from your face and scalp slide toward your lips and nostrils. They mix with saliva, causing sour breath and irritation around your mouth. Over time, you might develop impetigo, a bacterial infection that crusts the skin in yellowish sores. Socially, life becomes impossible. People instinctively step back. The stench sticks to everything you touch, doorknobs, furniture, your phone, like an invisible cloud of rot. At night, your sheets grow darker with sweat and grime. The smell becomes trapped in fabric fibers, and even laundry detergent can't fully remove it. You start to itch constantly because of mites that thrive in unwashed bedding. They feed on dead skin flakes that accumulate like snow across your pillow and mattress. If someone used a microscope on your skin at this stage, they'd see not just dirt, but an entire microscopic jungle. Bacteria, yeast, and mites crawling through layers of oil and dust, forming a thriving but horrifying world on your body. By the final stage, your body has become a battlefield. Layers of dead skin, sweat, and oil have fused into something like a shell, thick, yellowish, and cracked in places. The smell isn't just bad anymore. It's chemical, a mix of ammonia, rot, and decay. Even standing still, you'd radiate odor strong enough to make people gag from several meters away. Your pores, long clogged, stop functioning. Sweat can't escape properly, causing heat rashes and painful boils. Some of them swell until they burst, leaking pus. Areas like the armpits, groin, and behind the knees become especially vulnerable. The constant moisture turns skin raw, sometimes bleeding. Your hair is no longer greasy. It's stiff and sticky, forming clumps like dirty ropes. Dust and bacteria glue it together until it smells like wet metal and old oil. Scalp infections could cause bald spots or fungal growths that ooze fluid. Internally, your body begins to pay the price too. Your immune system is in overdrive, constantly fighting infections it can't fully win. you're more likely to catch serious diseases through your skin, even pneumonia or blood poisoning. In extreme neglect, maggots could start feeding on infected wounds. But here's the shocking part: you wouldn't die right away. Humans are remarkably adaptable. You'd survive, but in constant discomfort, itching, pain, and loneliness. Every nerve would feel irritated, every movement sticky and heavy. If one day you finally stepped into a shower after months or years, the first rinse would be overwhelming. Dirt and oil would melt off like a second skin. You might even faint from the sudden change in body temperature and blood flow. It would take weeks for your skin to heal and months before the smell fully disappeared. So yes, skipping a shower might sound harmless for a day or two, but leave it long enough and your body literally starts turning against you. Because in the end, water isn't just about cleanliness, it's about survival.